Hi, my name is Heather Witten, and I'm a Spanish teacher in Elizabeth High School in the United States, and I am looking forward to my presentation at TeachMeet for language teachers in Sydney. But I wanted to give you guys a little video, sort of an introduction to the flipped classroom, so you had an idea of what I was talking about and maybe have some questions or ideas already prepared. I look forward to talking to you all via Skype on the 24th. So what is this flipped classroom? In a flipped classroom, lectures, which we used to do in class, are given for homework. What is traditionally done as homework, your worksheets, your extra practice, is done in class where you're there, the teacher, to help them. There are two basic kinds of flipped classrooms. There's a traditional flip, which is how I run my class, where the kids watch the lectures at home, we do work in class, we all test at the same time, we finish every unit at the same time. But on any given day, you might see different kids working on different things in my class, depending on where they are, what they're working on, what they feel like doing that day. The other type is a mastery type of classroom. The chemistry teacher that we have here at my high school is doing mastery. So the kids can work at their own pace. They can get through the material faster. They do online testing using Moodle. And they can keep going. If they can get through chapters 1 through 5 in 2 weeks, more power to them. They have a certain amount of work they have to get through. They have to make a certain grade on each test to be able to move on to the next chapter. So who flips? Any teacher in any subject can flip. Any teacher who's looking for more time in the classroom, that's who flips. That's the answer. Somebody who's saying, gosh, I wish I had more time to do this fun activity. This would be cool to do in class, but we can never get to it. Teachers who want to give students a more active role in the learning process. In a flipped classroom, the kids have to really be an active participant. They cannot sit there and do nothing or doodle in their notebook while you're talking, giving a lecture. They don't get, oh, I wrote down all the notes really fast and now we're waiting for Susie to finish writing her notes so I can talk for 10 minutes. That doesn't exist anymore. All the kids are expected to work all the time and take some responsibility for their learning. It's much more easy to differentiate assignments. It allows people to spend time with students in their class that really need help. And you guys all know those couple kids in class who like to hide, who like to do nothing because they don't understand any of this. Well, that doesn't really happen anymore because you can get right next to them and say, okay, well, what is the question on number 2? What's the question on number 3? Because everybody is working independently. And if you're looking for alternatives to continual reteaching, if you didn't get a concept, you can go back and watch the video on that again. Where can you flip? Teachers create their video lectures and they post links on their websites. You can use either YouTube or Screencast. I use a combination of both because YouTube is blocked at my school. Students can watch the videos anywhere. They can watch them at home on their computer, on their smartphones, on their iPods, on their iPads. Why do you flip? You want to stop being a sage on the stage but a guide on the side. It's almost mandatory that we kind of move to some new system like this to really meet the 21st century standards. Students can learn at their own pace, whether it be fast or slow. Students can review lectures at any time. If there's a concept they missed, they can go back and look at it again. Absent students don't miss important information. It fosters collaboration, and you can incorporate more interesting and meaningful activities, things that the kids would actually want to do. Kids would rather be working on memorizing skits and making posters and making videos than sitting and listening to you lecture in class all day, and they're going to get more out of it. When students can watch these videos anytime, in the car, on the bus, to review for a test, to go back and learn an earlier concept they didn't understand. They can do it whenever they want. That's the beauty of the system. And how do I flip? This is the biggest question that I had when I learned about flipping. You record your lectures normally given in class. You post your videos for your website to your students to review. Your students then take notes on the lecture just like they would in class. And I check notes. Students come to class with questions. I didn't understand. What did you mean when you said this? And you create meaningful practice activities for students to complete. So students are working on those activities in class and you're able to answer their questions. So those are the basics of the flipped classroom. I'm looking forward to coming to you via Skype on the 24th. If you have any questions, feel free to email me, or you can check out my blog.